Kirby, I know, Dillon played running back some in high school. Did y'all anticipate when y'all got to maybe use him in this kind of role that we saw today?
When we signed him?
Yeah.
No, we didn't sign him thinking that. We came to camp, worked out as a wide receiver. We liked him at wide receiver. He did some really good things. He played all wide receiver last year. There was never a thought of that. It's only come up with the situation we have at running back, and he's provided some explosiveness and showed that today.
Kirby, you guys had 3 interceptions in the second quarter, I think, talking about helping other units of the team. What does that do for, the offense when they get the ball back so fast? And I know some of them aren't necessarily, how you draw it up with all caroms off somebody, but it's opportunistic, I guess.
Yeah, lucky is what I call it. We didn't create those. I think Malachi's was a great example of, he had a play very similar to that the week before. He didn't make the play, and we talked about, hey Malachi, you gotta, those are the plays you gotta make if you're gonna get interceptions and turnovers. And he made an elite timing of the ball, jump, caught the ball highest point, really great play. He forced that one. But the others were luck, and you're not always gonna be able to rely on luck. It's kind of like the one they got was a little bit of luck off the tip ball there with Carson in the second half. So you can't count on those things, but I can say this, we didn't catch the tip ball last week, and we caught the tip balls this week, so we took advantage of the opportunity they gave us.
How do you assess Carson's first 2 games? Now, again, maybe the opposition's not to the level he's going to start seeing next week, but pretty pleased with what you've seen out of him in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I'm extremely pleased with what Carson's done. He's making good decisions with the ball. There were a couple times today that I thought that didn't occur in the last game where he got flushed or he got trouble and he got rid of the ball, and he can't make it dangerous when he does that. He's got to live for the next play and move on. But he's getting the ball out of his hands quick. He sees the field. He can tell you what coverage it was. He keeps his eyes down the field. Had a max blitz today. We cut a guy free. He stands in there and throws a touchdown to Marcus Roseman. Not a lot of quarterbacks can do that. So he does a good job playing that position.
Coach, what happened to England Dawkins? Kind of how big of a blow is that to the depth of the defensive line right now?
Yeah, he's dealing with he's really been dealing with a foot injury the entire fall camp. So we shut him down, I think it was 2 weeks before camp, and probably 3 weeks into camp. I mean, I don't know how long it was, 4 or 5, that he didn't get to do a lot. He came back, he was functioning good, he felt good. He felt it a little bit in last week's game. And we've been advised to shut him down right now, and he'll be week to week, and we hope to get him back.
Kirby, how do you evaluate the run game, I guess, today and through the first couple weeks? It seems like it's been up and down, maybe not as consistent as you'd like to see it.
Well, define the run game for me.
Hand the ball off.
Is that a run?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so for me, there's an extension of the run. There's these things they call RPOs and bubbles, and in football now, those are runs because they're run down calls. So we're running the ball, but we elect to throw it on the perimeter, and we get 5-6 yards. So to us, that's a running play. To you, that's a pass play because that's what the stats say. But that's not the case. So if you say I define the running game as between the tackles and only between the tackles, I'm never pleased with that. I'm never happy with that. I'm only upset when the extension of the running game is poor and the running game that you're defining as a running game is poor. But I'm happy with the extension of the running game. That sets up things like the play to Oscar Dell. That's an extension of the running game because that comes off of a running play. So you got to be good at something. And right now we're better at that than we are the interior running game.
Not just for Carson, but how big is Marcus Roseby, Jack Saint's presence for this offense?
His confidence and just leadership is incredible. He pushes people. He's a fearless leader. He practices every day. He goes out on specialty. He starts on 2 units as a starting receiver. I don't know that you can find a receiver in the SEC that starts on 2 units and starts at receiver. He's passionate about that. So he gives us a confidence and aura about us that I think is very good.